The word politic comes from the word polis, which means city. And so politics is really the art of governing the city, of making the city work for all people. I think it's a little bit of a misrepresentation when people try to say that we were founded as a Christian nation. I don't think that's quite accurate. I do think it's fair to say that a religious character or a religious vein really runs through this country. When the state promotes a particular religion, it winds up stripping that religion from that personal, genuine connection that a person may or may not have. And so to be able to nurture that personal connection, it cannot be coerced by the state. It really has to come from the individual and their own experience. One of the most, to me, exciting things about where we are right now as a nation is that this country has become the most religiously diverse country in the history of civilization. Now think about that. Never before has there been more religious diversity in one country as what we find right now in America. Well, the separation of church and state is really one of the most interesting topics you can ever explore from a historical basis as well as theologically. It was really a battle in the early years of our country. In fact, that was championed not by some wild-eyed secularist kind of person. It was really championed by the clergy of this country. This historic struggle, really, for our nation to clarify the role of religion in society is an important one to understand. And I think that there is a way to be a person of faith without requiring everybody in our country to follow that same road of faith. Part of what I see now is that the tensions politically in our country seem to always tear us apart. And it's almost like every 4 years we get torn apart as a nation. And my hope is that more and more people can begin to see that some of these tensions can in fact be very healthy if they open us up to new possibilities and new solutions. I'm not sure we have a moral obligation to God to be politically active, but I think as citizens, there's a sense in which we need to care about what happens in our country. And I think to be engaged for the good of others is really what we're all called to.